Bulldogs are 1 and 2 from setting up scores from within their own defensive half of the ground. So the side that can restrict that more than the other will get a big advantage here.
A very unhappy Barry Hall out there saying to Eagleton, kick it in the corridor, not out wide.
That was the Cats' 14th kick. They've had 4th kick, 15 hand passes as they worked the ball around on that massive backward circle in the first play of the game, and they're held up again here. And eventually the umpire concedes there'll be a ball up.
Yeah, Lake is playing on Podsiadly and Williams has taken Mooney. And that's interesting. Wood has got the very responsible job on the leading goal kicker, Stevie J.
Otten's got a little buffeted there, but still was involved. Griffin's going to be an important player for the Bulldogs tonight. So too this man Murphy eases his way forward and delivers beautifully for Jan Syracuse.
And we heard Rodney Eade pre-game say that's why Robert Murphy plays across half-back, because his delivery into the forward 50 is spot on. And have a look at him, a bounce, composure, eyes up, bang.
Well, he's been unbelievable centre forward, Robert Murphy, at times for the Bulldogs. I think that's where he should play the rest of his career. It's good for him, it's good for the side. He creates so many opportunities, and he's a great kick.
A picture of concentration. Daniel Jan Syracuse at 25 goals, 11 for the year. He's worked it back superbly. Nice start to the Bulldogs after 3 minutes.
With a really good look at this. So he's going away from his own goal here, Murphy. Now, what he does really well, and he has done right throughout his career, he takes space, sees space in front of him, he'll always run and bounce and draw the opposition to him, and then to actually have the awareness and the vision to sum that up as well as he did, spotted Jan Syracuse, and the kick could not have been any better.
Goal 198 in game 188 for Daniel Jan Syracuse.
You can see Varco is Murphy's opponent. Varco probably the best tackler in the Geelong team. He'll have a lot of work to do tonight on Murphy.
Disposals 28 Geelong's way. It's a terrific start to the Bulldogs. They've contained the Cats and kicked a goal of their own. It's a confidence booster. Minson got his boot onto the ball, but straight to Enright. Bartel, well brought down though. Good effort by Everett. Minson, this is a good start by the Dogs. Boyd to cross. Kick fell short on the tackle. Bartel gets his body over it as he does so often. Strong play. Boyd levering it out. Griffin helping it on. The Cats have it covered. Enright kept honest. Hunt. Kelly. Now Scarlett. Cats not really settling yet. Selwood now through the corridor.
He uses the hand too to Ablett as they try and build something ahead for him to go to. Podsiadly one out with Lake, trying to keep him honest. Well placed kick for the forwards to get on the end of. It was knocked away from Menzel, but Podsiadly, he kicked 5 here earlier in the year, did his best to miss there, but he's put it through, and that is a huge boost for his personal confidence and for the Cats. It's 1 goal apiece here at Etihad Stadium.
Well, I think everybody thought the ball was going out of bounds, and you can see the good spoil there by Morris. And Lake just didn't kill the ball.
Murphy just hooking that a little far. Johnson couldn't get onto the end of it. Bartel to Scarlett. He hasn't got much at the end of that though, and it's comfortable for Wood.
His scope goes into the middle of the ground, and he sees and finds big Roughhead. Hasn't he been impressive? And it's be a really tough ask for the Bulldogs coaching staff to decide who to pick for the finals. Hargrave lets himself there, so particularly the Dogs, but both sides have had their issues. And even not getting out of the protected area quick enough.
And encroached on the space there, Rob.
Yeah, and the #1 tagger for the Bulldogs, Picken, he's got the job on the dangerous Chapman. And you can see Picken in the background there trying to cover him.
Speaking of dangerous, Stokes has been that for Geelong in recent weeks. Not that time, quelled again by the Bulldogs defence. And they're into motion. Murphy. That's terrific delivery for Jan Syracuse. Liam Jones is loose at centre half forward, but Barry's coming on. They collided. Jones, you know he's not going to take a backward step now, don't you, if he didn't get out of the way for Barry Hall.
And good on him.
And here's Everett trying to bust a move deep in the forward pocket.
Held up pretty well, but two of them in the end overpowered him.
He's got a legal disposal.
About to say there
He
was
can kick it, that's legal.
the umpire saying it was legal. You want your young players to go the footy. He has just had his eyes for the ball. Don't want him to see him pull out because Barry Hall's in the vicinity. Good effort from young Liam Jones.
Throw-in fell short. Boyd tried to snare it. Moles has got it. Has a look and just misses.
Well,
About his business. He kicks beautifully to half forward. Everett, another mistake. A chance to redeem that because Brad Johnson was ready and waiting. He's on the threshold, goes for Jones. Enright went for the footy. Jones kept his feet. Enright kept the footy. And now he could use Mackey. Tried to. Jones could have the last laugh here. He has. Pressure starting to mount on the Geelong defenders, boys.
well, it is, and they've been red hot, the Bulldogs forward line players with their chase and tackle. I think they set the standard in the first 2 minutes of the game when we saw the Cats looking to run the ball out normally with ease, and they just kept at them, did the Bulldogs forwards.
Here's the pressure that we're talking about. The Western Bulldogs. Mackey fumbles Liam Jones. This is only his third game. Last week he kicked a couple of goals, but he had 4 tackles inside 50, and the 4 tackles probably will get him a spot in the side more than the goals. Good stuff from him.
Picken getting it out. That was well done. Now Higgins. Well played though by Taylor Hunt. Ablett gives it back to him. 2 Cats getting in each other's way. Burns and Stocks. Bulldogs playing with a bit of spring in their step at the moment. Moles, Jen Syracuse to Barry Hall within range.
Good use. Didn't blaze away. Barry Hall has had more marks on the lead than any other player in the competition, playing on the best defender of the last decade at least in Matthew Scarlett. Scarlett's had a really good record on him over the duration, but if he gets ball like that, Hall can score on Scarlett.
A man with the seal of prime ministerial approval lines them up from just outside 50. Good looking kick, and the Dogs have their third. They've opened a little gap.
Again, the tackle pressure from the Bulldogs has been very good early. Hargrave didn't give away the free kick, slick hands from Moles, and that's the good use that you want. Scarlett's trying to drift off. The Geelong defenders will give you a chance because they're always trying to zone. They're always trying to help out the other members of the defence. So if you kick it well, you can find targets.
Shut down before their very eyes, the Cats. The Dogs are hungry. Bartel dogged. Ablett goes again, but has it pinched by Higgins. And the impressive Bulldogs are on the run. Murphy got a little bit carried away. Kicked it wide to half forward. And it was pretty easy pickings for Mackey, who has time this time. It was an ambitious kick, and it's worked out okay for Milburn. And now Kelly, more direct path to goal this time. Ablett winds into it. Burns was able to seal the pressure from Picken, and Chapman shaped a much, much needed goal.
Not many of his goals look pretty, Paul Chapman, but he is a master of snapping a goal under pressure.
Oh, have a look at this. Well, he went.
Liam Pickens got the tagging job on Paul Chapman. Chapman kicked the last goal. Now have a look at this behind the ball. Geelong players go to try and get stuck into Liam Picken, and then Chapman comes through, a little backhander there. And a fair bit going on off the footy here at the moment.
He's a terrific young competitor, Picken. That's an interesting battle. Oh, terrific mark.
Great mark, Tim. You call that he got buffeted just before he marked it, running back with the flight. And they need Cam Mooney to get into this game, as they do Podsiadly. Podsiadly 3 disposals to this stage, and Mooney just the 1. And I reckon this is good. Umpire Chamberlain has gone to the 2 of them and said, boys, don't get yourselves reported.
Okay, watch it, Marty. Thanks, Junior.
You become a great fan of Rosa Ray, Rob.
Rosa Ray's number 1 in my book, Tim.
So Mooney. No.
Not even under any rule is that a goal.
And Geelong need more from him. In the last 3 years, he's kicked 46, 52 and 67 goals. This year, he has just 26. And we're into round 20.
Of course, he has missed a few games. This is his 16th game this year. Cam Mooney. Williams takes the mark. For the Bulldogs, a little bit of hesitation about what to do, but he worked it out.
Summed it up pretty well there, Tom Williams. They
did.
zoned back deep. If you had to kick it long, it was going to be to Geelong numbers.
Now, Geelong have got a big zone on, but the Dogs, if they can get it through, have got a man about 30 metres out on his own in Brodie Miles. Let's see if they can get it through. It doesn't look like it. The Cats' defence sorted out with handball.
Corridor again.
Bartel and Stokes. Hawkins wanted to give to Varco, didn't get it in time. Sets it up for Mooney. He comes with a run. Can't take the grab. Good tackle from Mackie. Getting down and dirty. Menzel in there as well in his first game. And it's going to be a baller.
Tommy Hawkins moving a lot better than last week, Wolsey.
Yeah, he'd need to, Howie, because if he doesn't get a couple of good ones in, he could miss the finals. They'll bring Blake back in.
Alton's the tap. Mooney in the thick of it, draws a free kick. And he can level the scores here.
Well, Brian Lakes had a pretty ordinary start to this first quarter. Gave away a goal to Podsiadly. Was outmarked in the last contest by Mooney. And now just a pretty basic free kick. Brodie's back.
Goalless in 5 of his past 7 games this season, Cam Mooney. Here he is. That's a much better result, much better kick, scores level.
Brian Lakes had an All-Australian year. I don't think there'll be much doubt about that. Just occasionally can start games as though he has not necessarily brought 100% concentration. Today's a bit of a worry for him.
Clearances up there by the Bulldogs, and the main clearers are across Griffin and Picken. I reckon Griffin's improved, Luke, this year. I think he's gone from a pretty good player to one of their best now.
Had his best season.